Hey everyone, I'm going to be playing some Izzet today. I already did a full article about this particular deck on the screen right now over on drawsim.com. I will put the link to that article down in the description, so if you want to know more about this deck, you can hop over to that website and read about it. I have a couple of very fun games today. They are a bit low ranked, was it's still at silver before I started recording it, but managed to get to the gold tier rather easily, so yeah, I mean, why don't you just go ahead and watch the game footage, see if you like this deck, and then if you do, you can go read the article and know some more of the in-depth tricks in this deck and figure out for yourself if this is something you want to play. Anyways, with that said, let's go jump into some game footage and let's have some fun together, shall we? Alright, there we go. We're going to be playing a little bit of Izzet today. I'm quite tired, so I do apologize about that. But let's see if we can get some good. So this hand looks kind of decent. I will keep it. I might even foretell this one early on. Depends what they do. I mean, this is mono red most likely, so I might need that. Oh, it's not mono red. They 1-1. Yeah. It's likely a 2-2 coming down next. So let's keep up the Bone Crusher Giant, and then we can always just use this for 3 mana instead. Not a bad deal either, is it? I'll take that 1 damage and let's see what the opponent plays next. If they do not play anything, I might Bone Crusher Giant that 1-1 now. There we go. Let's keep the mana up for the time being so I can counter whatever they play next. There's a Love Struck Beast. I mean, as long as they don't have a 1-1, I don't really need to worry about that, I suppose. So I might just go with the Brazen Bower here. I do lose out on the petty theft side of that, but I think... Oh, what happened there? I think doing it like this, it allows me to keep attacking in every turn for a while. Next time we also have our Goldspan Dragon. I kind of want to keep up the counter spell here for the time being. I don't know what the opponent is gonna plan next. I need to keep every 1-1 off the field now. If I can do that, then the Last Struck Beast is completely useless. But I won't mind. Okay, great, Hams, that's a perfect target. Let's counter that straight away. So that was a really good target. Disdainful Stroke, another great target. So now we can go with the Goldspan Dragon. Ignoring that Love Struck Beast. Might win this one. They may go ahead and play another one of these. But then we have our Disdainful Stroke ready, so... Actual Innkeeper. Yeah, I couldn't do anything about that, unfortunately, but we do have a win con in hand now, so that's not bad either. I hope they just tap out. If they do, then we are good to go. They did not tap out. Yeah, let's go with another Goldspan Dragon. It might get counterspelled. Oh, can we somehow... No, I cannot do anything about that, right? So let's let that resolve then. Down to 3, we can foretold this for now. Then during their turn we can always cast this if we really want to. It's an instant after all. But I don't think they will be able to win here. We still have this one ready to stop whatever they do. And with the Brazen Power, it's going to be very tough for them to make a comeback here, so... And I realized that, and we were able. Perfect, so we got the first win. I'm still in silver. I haven't played in this season. I haven't played much in this season, but... Let's see if we can get out of silver today. Maybe the next time I make a magic video, I've been so busy with Flesh and Blood that I hardly pay attention to Magic anymore lately. And let's see, anything fun? And no, no fun daily today. So let's just go ahead and keep on doing this then, shall we? Anyways, here we go. Let's hit play. Let's see what we are going to be up against next. That was a bit boring, right? Maybe I should cut that last game out after all, because the opponent was just not present at all. We're missing some snowlands here, but I think this will work out decently. We have a very nice curve. Let's start with the snowlands, because if we can get to 3 snowlands early, it kind of activates stuff like the frostbite. There's a land. This is likely going to be... oh, it's cycling. Well, let's get rid of that thing right away, I suppose. Here we go. I will... these foxes, they can be quite annoying. The cycling deck is remarkably good lately. That I did notice. I haven't been playing much, but I do keep up to date with all the ongoings in the Magic world, so... if you want to play a deck that does decent, you should likely check out the cycling deck. I will keep this here. I mean, there's no point rushing to crack this now, especially since we will get a land tapped anyways, and we don't really have a 3-drop next turn that we really want to cast, so I think what I'll do is I will leave this here, then next turn I will behold the multiverse to be able to get myself a 4 land source, practice, and then still hold open either the petty theft or the negate. I mean, we need to hold this negate open pretty soon to stop those what's it called, Zenith Flare or whatever. I forgot the name already. Probable Alliance. Okay, let's let that come through. We cannot stop all this one. That's something we will not be able to do, but it's fine, it's fine, we will manage. So let's go with this now, and here we go, and we have a double. Actually, I want to keep the Disdainful Stroke, because that's another way to deal with that Zenith Flare nonsense. So let's go ahead and crack both of these. I will get a blue and a red source. Go, blue source and a red source. Makes it a bit harder to get our 5th land for the Goldspan dragon, but I like having the option to keep these things open. I have 3 things in the graveyard now. Sadly, I don't have a way of dealing with the graveyard, but yeah, I need to get rid of this for sure. Well, let's remove that Valiant Rescuer now. Does make it that I cannot deal with the lures if it comes down, but hopefully we can find something pretty soon. And there's a land, perfect. So let's tuck that in. And I am going to attack in, since we are a little bit ahead in terms of attack power, especially when we have a second one of these coming in next turn. We're holding up 2 counter spells. If they somehow target the Goldspan Dragon, we can negate whatever they are trying, and on top of that we can generate another treasure token, so I think we're in a good spot. This thing is a little bit annoying though. I might actually, after this turn, bounce this and negate it and just hold up the Disdainful Stroke. But let's wait a bit. I don't want to use this yet. Actually, I will use this now. It's at the end of the turn. I am going to bounce this thing now. I will auto-pay for that. Because getting so many 1/1s is just not good for us. And we can negate it later, and I think that's just much better that way. Okay, my turn, and did not draw an untapped land source, but with 2 of these Goldspan Dragons that shouldn't be much of an issue. The opponent did not do anything about these, so in we go with both the Goldspan Dragons. We get to generate a bunch of treasure tokens, which means that we have 2 counter spells ready next turn. Toppling development. Why? Why couldn't we? Ah, I see. Well, we lose one of our dragons. That was a very good move on the opponent's part, but it is what it is. We lose one of the dragons, but we still have our other dragon left, and we did get treasure tokens, so it's not all bad. It's not the end of the world. We are still ahead of them in terms of damage on board. Okay, they decide to do that. I will go ahead and disdainful stroke that Sanded Flare. So that's 1 out of 4 done, and they did not play their Improbable Alliance, which is kind of good. I'm going to play this next then, since that way we have another attacker on the field. My turn. And we have another Goldspan dragon. Is this game? Now we're missing 1 damage. Let's go ahead and sacrifice 2 to create some red mana. Put this one onto the field and hold up the negate. I guess I will hold it up for a Zenith Flare, and they decide to scoop it. Perfect. So we won against the cycling deck. Was kind of an easy win, and we're almost out of the silver tier. That's also very good news, isn't it? So let's go ahead and game how it's gonna go. And must say, I have a lot more fun playing Magic in these lower ranks. I don't know why, like, of course, partially because you have less of these really top meta decks against you. I think the Izzet deck, is it a top meta deck? I'm not really sure. I don't think it is. The looks rather decent. We are missing blue, so I guess I will fetch a blue source on turn 1. Well, let's do this now then, and we have a lot of options going forward. So has the blue source, and next we will put the mountain down, and then the opponent will now be. Yeah, but I might cycle this on turn 3 to block this thing. Oh, I need to deal with that though. I want to use the Essence Scatter just yet, so what I'm gonna do is move this with the Bone Crusher Giant. There we go. That way they cannot use protection shenanigans either. In fact, should I just... I like trading with that thing though. They don't have that anymore. It's in a very awkward position. I will keep it like that. I was considering playing the Bone Crusher Giant here, but I think just doing it like this is better. Right there, though. Oh, that's a good target. Let's Essence Scatter that right away. Don't let them have any good cards. They passed. They are not happy about it. But they decide to attack in anyways. We have another Essence Scatter. Alright then, so we just pass the turn. We did miss a land drop there. I'm not super thrilled about that, but... well, we Essence Scatter. Oh, I'm sorry, opponent, if you're watching this. I don't mean to do it, but... kind of sorry, not sorry. That makes sense. So how do we orchestrate the next move? They have a lot of land. Raidane, you just spells your opponent cast for a greater cost 2 more to cast. Okay, then that's fine. On attack in. Perfect. Perfect. Let's cycle this 1 for 1. Get a card draw. Can we get a land, please? Would love myself a nice land. That's not a land, but we can make it work. Right with the 1/1. So the L side is gone. This is a problem though, but nothing we cannot deal with. Oh, this would have been a good cast. You know what? I'm gonna shock this in, and what I will do is I'm going to shock this one off the field now, and then I can always just bounce this thing during their turn. Then all I need is a red sauce in order to... I actually don't even need a red sauce. I can just use these two to foretell this, and then I can easily get rid of that. Yeah, go ahead. Bounce that thing. They are really not getting ahead of us. Oh, well, they got us. They got us. We still missing that little red sauce. I think I need to take one hit from this thing next turn. Because I think doing this right now is still more beneficial. Having a negate is also quite decent, but I want to get rid of this at the end of their turn so that I can have the counter spell up for it. All sides, yeah. That means that doing this is not going to work, but doing this will work. Oh no! Oh no, opponent! I'm not even going for your right aim. That was just sad. Oh, that's sad for them. Like, I just wanted to have the negate up for that thing. Yeah, so what do we do next? Do we shock this in, or do we not shock that in? We could technically use this if we get another land source to remove the right aim. So maybe we're better off just keeping that thing and having... What can we do then? Yeah, I will keep it. I will just negate this thing and then... hopefully draw a land so I can remove the right aim as well. There's another land. They are able to use their... They are able to use their Faceless Haven to attack Inquest this turn, unfortunately. Okay, it's okay. Down to 6. We are a little bit low now, but... do we need... yeah, we need a second blue source, right? For the Raise and Borrowers. Should I do this now? I mean, one creature spells your opponent cast with converted mana cost 4 or greater cost 2 more to cast. But it's not this one, so let's go ahead and do this now. All I'm hoping for is that they do not... oh, I cannot. I see, that's a misplay. I thought because this thing has a converted mana cost of 2, but I guess it becomes 4 when I cast it for high cost like that, so that doesn't work, but I can use one of these to block during their turn. That's exactly what I was afraid of. Yeah, then we need to go like this. Need to counter that right away. That means we cannot stop this one. We can stop the 4 damage from connecting. Let's let them attack in first, and we go ahead and we cycle this for 1. There is another land source. That means that next turn I can play this one and... Oh, there's another land source. Just go for another blue source. I mean, we don't need all these red sources, right? Oh. So let's go ahead and play this one. That gives us a nice blocker. And we still keep up the Brazen Borrower as a blocker against the Raidane. I mean, we're very low, but I don't think they can make it. I would be very surprised if they do. That's something we do need to deal with, but we can with Cat Skull Smashing. Just the first Brazen Borrower coming down, which is kind of nice. Ah, Frostbite, finally. So let's go with this one now. And I think I want to remove this. Actually, I don't need to remove it yet, so... I get another red sauce or another blue sauce. I think getting a red sauce now is probably a bit better in this situation. We can play this one as a blocker. Now let's go with this. Maybe attacking with this was a bad decision because that does leave us vulnerable to them just removing this and attacking with the Faceless Haven. Yeah, attacking with this was a mistake. I should not have attacked there. But, oh well, it is what it is. I do attacking with both of these things though. We get to block one of them. They get to create a 1/1 creature, which we are going to remove with the Cat Skull Smashing. Kind of hoping they play something else. Also, I think they should have activated that with the Faceless Haven, but maybe they don't have anything castable in hand or something. I do need to keep in mind I have this Faceless Haven here, so I could technically block with that thing as well if I tap my lands properly. Ooh, saw it coming is quite nice. Yeah, so let's go ahead and foretell this first, and then... Do I use this now? I do. Foretelling that wasn't necessary, I guess. I could have had this available, I think, if I had played that a little bit different, but... I'll do this now anyway, so that I can get rid of these two things. These cannot block anyway, so I will keep the Bone Crusher Giant up as my blocker for the time being. I don't think that white has any haste though, but just in case, I think that's game. There we go. Very fun game though. We went into the late game quite a bit. And yeah, we got another win. Almost in, what is it, platinum? Oh, no, after silver is gold. Not in platinum yet. But yeah, let's just go ahead and maybe win one more game. I think we can win the next one, right? Yeah, we're almost done with our dailies. It's kind of what I was aiming for today anyways. Kind of happy about that. And we still have a pack to open. I don't know, I'm not as excited about the digital packs as I am about opening packs in real life. However, I don't know, like lately with the foils curling in Magic the Gathering, I'm not that thrilled about buying sealed product anymore as I used to. Oh yeah, let's keep this. We have a very decent hand. We can interact with most of their stuff for quite some time. And let's start with a tap land. We have a very decent curve, like we can later on remove another thing. Okay, this next. Should I? Nah, let's not do that either. Let's just keep up with counter spell. Whatever they play next, we are going to gate or essence scatter then. Maybe sword coming, depending on what they do next. Or I could even, if they play a weak creature, I could Bone Crusher Giant it. I'm not gonna waste this because I don't know what I'm up against. Yeah, let's put this into play as a blue source and we pass the turn again. Let's see what they're gonna do next. Thieves Guild Enforcer, okay. Yeah. If they... Oh, okay. I think it's time to just force some counter magic here. Try to frostbite that thing. They could pull off some nonsense. No, they do not. Do they play something? They do not. Okay, my turn then. We have another frostbite. That's very good. Practice. I suppose I'm getting a red source because we have so many red spells. Then again, having the extra blue available can be useful later on. Quite happy with this. So this is a rogue's opponent, which is a bit of a tough matchup for us, but we have hard counter spells while they have a lot of counter spells that are very, you call it, very situational. And I don't think I need this, so I will play this as a land for the time being. It opens up a bunch of stuff during their turn. Kind of wondering to use the sword coming now. Maybe I will. Let's go ahead and put this into the exile zone and... Ah, no, that was a mistake because they could flash stuff in now and then do more stuff during their turn. That was a mistake. I should not have done this, but oh well, let's... Brazen Borrower. Okay. We'll let that resolve and I am going to just Bone Crusher Giant that off the field. Now we are tapped out, that means that they have an opportunity to play stuff. But we can easily bounce whatever they play. So what could we be seeing? Maybe they play an Ashiok. They have an Ashiok avatar after all, so there is a high chance of an Ashiok coming down next. Blink to Dust, okay, they are drawing a card, I guess. Now let's see, are they going for an Ashiok play or not? Okay then, they do not go for an Ashiok play. Yeah, I mean, let's just put one of these bad boys down, then at least I have something to start attacking in with. Kind of forces them to react to it. Brown in the lock. I'll allow it. This is a grind game after all, like we need to keep our resources for interaction as much as possible, so... There's a land. Another Brazen Bower. I might play one of these during their turn, so let's wait a bit and see what they do. Likely going to see a Cling to Dust here. Oh no, they need to exile 5 cards, they only have 4 in the graveyard. Here we go, let's try this. They have a lot of mana and they haven't been doing stuff, so they probably have a lot of counter spells in their hands right now. This does require them to deal with it right now. I mean, yeah, I will Essence Scatter that Saracen. Let's do that. Forces another counter spell out of the hand now. They have it. Then if they tap out, we can just bounce the Zaret. Do we even need to bounce it? Mystical Dispute. Alright, let's resolve that. But that means that we get ourselves a nice Brazen Borrower to attack in with. And we have another land source here. Yeah, so before they can pull even more nonsense, let's go ahead and bounce this thing now. What do we have? We have a counter spell here. We cannot do anything else, so we need to do this now. And now we wait. Hopefully we can counter that Zaret. I just hope I can get... Okay, I get to tab out. Untap, I mean. Okay. I'm just gonna continue harassing them with this Brazen Power. If they don't want to play the Zaret Sun, then that's up to them. Alright, so counter number 1. We have a negate if they counter the counter, so drown the luck. Negate that drown in the luck. And we still have a counter spell up for whatever they do next. Preferably we should keep this for a better target, but sometimes you just have to use it. But they are a bit holding back anyways. I feel they should play a bit more aggressively, but maybe I should be too, I don't know. Okay, they are looking with the Academe to revive stuff, I think. I think they are planning to play a big Academe. One of mind, cause to last draw 2 cards, well, they could be drawing on land, which doesn't really do much for us. Countering that would have been a 1 for 2, but I don't feel comfortable doing it. So they did draw a land there, I think. And that's it on their part. Okay, my turn then. Get another tapped land source. I'm gonna tag in. Still no Tar Thief or any of the other rogues, so let's see what they find next. We are almost at 8 things in the graveyard though. Thieves Guild Enforcer. Okay, we can deal with that with one of our oh, that's a nasty hit. We wait again. So if I cast this, I have 3 mana left, and I can cast both of these. Well, these are all instant, so depending what they do during their turn, I should be able to pull some stuff off. I think they are looking to use this Cling to Dust now, though. Oh, wait, hold up control. Hold. Correct? I think it is. So we stumped the Skill Enforcer. Yeah, we had a moment. They tapped out. That's the perfect moment to remove that thing. So there we go. I guess they must be very irritated having us as their opponent. go in with a Brazen Bower then. Perfect time for a Zaretsan now. That's kind of good. But we still have our 3-1 that they still haven't dealt with. Don't want to be too greedy. I like going for that. Behold the multiverse during the end of their turn, so let's do it like this and go in with the Brazen Bower yet another time. Round to 8. How much do they have in the graveyard? Not enough. Oof. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Need to do this now. That's a bit of a problem, but they can bring it back to the hand. Because we have so much stuff in our graveyard that they can just bring that lock mess up and back again. But that puts us on a 3-turn clock. We have them on a 3-turn clock as well. If they cast now, we are still going to win. Unless they remove this Brazen Bower. Yeah, go ahead, opponent. They cast it now? They do. Okay then. Let's start with a Behold the Multiverse. Oh, that's a good one. I think that's actually lethal, isn't it? Let's get both of these. Put the thing down. They can gain life here. I can deal with that. So we Merfolk Windrobber that off the field, and then it's our turn. Go with Goldspan Dragon. And then we just end the game by stomping them. Tell them good game, because it kind of was a good game. I feel those were some very enjoyable games of Magic. Maybe the people are just too low tier or low rank or something, but I feel most of them played decently and most of them had some very nice decks. That Lockmare Serpent was very spicy. I have not seen anybody play something like this yet, but quite a nice game. Let's go ahead and have a look at what we got as our booster pack, if there's anything fun in there to maybe brew another deck or something. By the way, I have been reducing my Magic the Gathering content quite a bit, so if there is a particular deck you would like me to play, feel free to reach out. I am open to play pretty much anything as long as my wildcards allow it. I don't plan to spend any money on this game, so do keep that in mind. And let's see, we got a Draugr Necromancer. Right, not too shabby, not too shabby. So yeah, if there's any deck you want me to play or you want me to build, please let me know. I'm open to most things, and yeah, that's pretty much all from me. I don't think I'm even going to be able to make it to the end of the tier this time around. I'm not going to be buying the Mastery Pass, so I guess I only need to get to level 66 before the season ends. But yeah, I don't know, like I'm a bit burned out on competitive Magic the Gathering, mainly because of the land system, because I feel it creates too many non-games, especially in an environment where everything is so extremely overpowered. I'm not alone in that regard, but yeah, I don't know. I feel that I want the format to slow down quite a bit, but then on the other hand, like a game like today, we went to like turn 6 and 7 in most games, because as it does allow us to slow the game down to our own pace. So maybe I'm just too critical lately, but yeah, I want to see some change in the standard environment before I can fully enjoy Magic the Gathering again. But that said, doesn't mean that fully enjoy doesn't mean that I don't enjoy it. So like I said, if there's a deck you want me to play, let me know. I will gladly figure out to play that on the channel. And thank you for watching. I hope you had fun, and see you all soon with another Flash of Blood or Magic the Gathering video. Take care.